This is Keep It Between Us, obviously. I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Ashley.
This week, we are talking about and getting down into the nitty gritty of trusting the universe's signs.
Yes. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and comment all of the times the universe has led you in the right direction and how and
We want to
why.
know. Yes.
All of it. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good.
Yeah, me too. I'm good as well. I don't really have anything to complain about.
No, I just had a really long week.
I feel like I had a really long week. I feel like a lot of weeks have been feeling just very exhausting. Like I sleep well, but I'm still tired.
I
Do
am
you feel
not
the same
sleeping.
way?
No, because I'm not
You never
sleeping.
sleep.
No, my ring tells me I get like 5 hours of sleep and it goes, "Are you okay?"
Are you alive today?
Right. It's like,
You're like, barely.
it goes, I understand that life gets in the way of being a busy parent, but please try to make time for yourself and go to bed at a decent time. And I'm like, yo,
Funny, you should
listen,
say that.
how am I supposed to do that when I work all day? I went to the gym, I
Mhm.
came home, I cooked dinner, I cleaned, and then I had like 5 minutes to chill, but then I had to go get ready for bed. And in between getting ready for bed, I did my laundry, I cleaned up, I got myself ready, and before I knew it, it's almost midnight.
Yeah,
And I wake up
laundry.
at 6.
Yeah. Like
But
where would you like me to get
but
a
it
good night's
took
sleep
me
in there?
30 minutes to fall asleep because I'm still
Yeah.
going. So it's like,
I'm the same
I'm tired.
way. I'm glad that you brought that up because I feel like lately there's been, and I don't know if maybe it's just a part of getting older, but I feel like the days are just so much shorter than how they used to be. Because all the
Yes.
things that you just listed, I feel like take up so much of my evening. I have no evening on work days. Like I have to choose nights where I'm like, okay, I have to do laundry this night and then the next night. Like I have to like split them up because if not, my whole evening is just I don't sit down until like 9:30. Do you feel like that too? Where it's just constant.
Yes.
And
That's
it's like
every day.
it's every day. And then it's like you mix in work with that and I'm like these days are just feeling so long. Like continuously. And then the weekends feel so short.
Well, it doesn't help that we get off at 5 o'clock.
I know. And it's luckily it's not dark anymore, but when it was, I was ready for bed when I got home at
Same.
6:30. I didn't want to cook dinner. I had
No.
no motivation to do anything and I was like, what is wrong with
Yeah.
me?
I had to find motivation to go to the gym. And then I
Yeah.
hated driving, and it was like pitch black out on the way home. And I still had to make dinner, eat dinner, spend time with my family. And I just wanted to go to bed.
I lacked the motivation to do a lot. I noticed that during those cold months when it was dark, when you and I were leaving work at 4:45, 5 o'clock, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
I wasn't cooking dinner as often. I was just kind of being like a little bit of a lazy parent where I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I don't
Yeah.
really, but I just didn't have the energy, the motivation. I think that circles back to the seasonal kind of depression. Not depression, but I thrive much better in the warmer months because the days are longer. When I get home and it's not quite dark yet, I have the motivation the energy to want to cook dinner and do all
Yeah.
those things. It's a drab feeling those months where it's cold and it's dark.
I
And
know.
so I'm glad that we're coming into the season where that's almost over with.
Thank God.
Thank God, right? Like it's difficult. And I'm glad I'm not the only one because I know you get me. We have a lot of the same responsibilities. And it's hard I've noticed that I was having a kind of a short leash with my daughter when she wanted to do stuff after school or,
Yeah.
a project, or I'm like, hell no, we're going home. We're not doing shit. And she's looking at me like, oh, that kind of sucks. And I had to kind of call myself out about that because I'm like, just because I don't have the motivation, it's not really fair to her.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was
Yeah.
finding myself doing that a lot. It was hard. I was
Yeah.
tired. I'm still tired. I mean, I'm always tired, but
I'm always tired.
yeah,
Thank gosh that I have Benjamin who gets off at 2:30, and he's
that's the
able
dream.
to like get off and get what we need, pick Lennon up and spend time with her and do all those things. So then by the
Mhm.
time I get home, I'm grumpy, I'm crabby. I'm like, just feed me
Yeah,
and let me sit
and let me
down.
sit down and don't say shit to me.
So
Yeah.
I have that at least. So that way
Yes.
Lennon doesn't really suffer with my weight
Yes.
schedule.
And that's so nice to have, like, because he is the parent that, has the energy and,
Yeah.
will take that time to do those little things. And I've obviously identified myself the type of mom that I am. I am not the creative crafts, arts, projects mom. I'm like, Kyra,
You call me for that.
get out of my face. And she knows. But I was feeling guilty a little bit. So I'm glad that the warm months are here. My
Yeah.
energy's kind of restored, and I just all around feel better. And there's just more to things to do outside, and we're not cooped up in the house all day on the
Yeah.
weekends because it's snowing. So I just need to move somewhere warm. That's it. That's all there is to it.
No.
I can't.
No,
You
you're
said
not leaving me.
no.
Nope.
I just the winter months suck as time goes on. As you get older, you really turn into a Grinch. Like I hate people. I hate the cold weather. I hate the dark.
I've been that way for a very long
Me
time.
too. I hate traffic. I'm
It's
just
not even about
everything sucks.
Right.
That's just all the time.
all the time
Yeah.
for me. All the time.
But I
So
do feel like sometimes you have to like see things for what they are. Where you're like, okay, it's gonna get better. Shut up. Quit crying.
yes,
And then it does.
we gotta just stay positive
That's
through
the
it.
universe telling you, like, girl, it is not that serious.
Right. Let's just stay positive.
Exactly. Fix
Positivity.
your attitude.
Yeah, we can do that just for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Have to.
So should we get in our topic?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm here for it.
So you are notorious for this. Ever since
Oh,
I've
God.
met you,
What
I
am I
love
notorious
this,
for?
and I've been like trying to learn from it. But I live such a boring life.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
no, you
actually ever need to ask for this,
don't. Okay.
but
You do not live a boring life. You live a very consistent, lovely life.
oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Asking the universe for a sign, applying that to everything and anything, right?
I think
How's that worked for you?
it's worked really well for me. I'm a huge believer in fate. I'm a
Mhm.
huge believer in even when things are bad or they feel bad or they look bad or they seem bad or they feel heavy, I think always trying to remain positive that things happen the way that they do. And I think primarily for me, it's a rainstorm. It's not a flood.
Ooh.
Or it's a bad day. It's not a bad life. And I try really, really hard to instill that in myself.
Say that to others. Say
'Cause
that out loud. Because
It's
yes.
easy when, like, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
It's really easy to fall into that kind of like, can shit get any worse? And it's like, I remind myself, yeah, shit could get a lot worse.
It really can.
And I think that a huge eye opener for me on that specific mindset was this time last year when my daughter got very, very ill.
Yep.
And she was, I mean, very ill. She was hospitalized. And as a parent, that was the scariest time in my entire life.
Absolutely.
And I remember being in the hospital with her, literally just watching her not getting better. And I'm like, all the things that I thought were horrible 2 weeks ago that were so minimal and so stupid are not that horrible. And it's like, that's the universe kind of pulling a 180 of like, let me humble you and let me let you know that all of the things that are first world problems that you feel like are terrible,
Yeah.
which are so not, this is something that actually is terrible. And it reminds you and humbles you really quickly on things that you need to be very thankful for. And I think for me, in that specific, that's really when I started kind of like asking the universe, if you will, like, please send me a sign that you hear me. Please send me a sign that I'm doing the right things, that I'm on the right path, for me and my daughter. And I think, like, I have a good example. The job that I had prior to the job that you and I have now, I hated it. It was making me very unhappy. It was not good for my mental. It just wasn't fulfilling me. And I remember being like, I don't know what change I need to make, but I know a change needs to be had.
Yeah.
And so I kind of was like, universe, show me where I need to go. Let me know. The stars align, or whatever it is that you believe in. If it's prayer, if it's, whatever that you believe in. And soon enough, a big, huge blinking sign, kind of was like, hey, you should come over here. And I was like, that's a great idea. And that's exactly what I did. And you were the first person that I talked to upon my hiring situation. And I remember saying, because it was between our department and another department, and I was very excited about both, but I didn't know a whole lot about either. And I was like, universe, you show me which one's going to be a better fit. And you and I spoke first.
which I was very nervous about. I
What?
was so scared to make that
Oh
call.
my gosh. I feel like
Cuz
that call went so
I
well
know,
though.
cuz I was thinking like, how do I speak to her? What do I say? How do I approach myself? Like, do I become am I too much? Do I be too little?
And when it's
Cuz
hard when you don't know the person either. Like,
exactly.
how do I gauge that?
And like this was a huge decision because we were
Hmm.
trying to pick the right person for our team.
Yeah,
So I wanted to put out a vibe that I was hoping you would catch and reciprocate back to me,
absolutely.
and you did.
Absolutely.
We
And
had the
see, that's the
greatest little
universe too.
right. We I opened with our daughters. Like
Absolutely.
no, you told me that you were in the car line waiting for your pick up your
Yeah,
daughter, and
because I was in the car,
I was
which
like, oh
is
my,
so ridiculous, but I was. And I said that. And then we absolutely
we did.
on that. And I, like I said, I was like, show me, universe, where I should be going. And it's like when you ask for that confirmation and the universe pays it forward to you, like our conversation when I spoke to you,
Mhm.
I was like, that was the sign. And so that example, I was like, I don't know, if this particular job endeavor is going to work, but I want it to. So let me know. Show me something if this is the right path that I need to be going on. And then you and I had that first conversation. I was like, this fits.
Yeah.
Like this makes sense. This fits. This feels right. And so it's kind of like that aha moment of like, okay, I threw that out into the universe and now it's throwing it back towards me like I heard you type of deal. And I know not everybody believes in that sort of thing, but it is real. Manifestation is very real.
Ugh,
Ugh, yes,
I love
I do
manifestation.
too. And I believe in positive manifesting, but also there's negative manifesting too. If you put negative energy into everything that you
Mhm.
do, if you have a glass half empty
Mhm.
mentality, which a lot of people do from, traumas in life or just overall just not handling their emotions well, that glass half empty mentality is also manifestation, but in a negative way. And I think,
That's amazing that
don't
you
you
say.
think?
Yeah, I never actually thought of that or
Yeah.
paid attention to a negative.
Manifesting's not always good if you don't make it good. If you
Oof.
don't make it a positive thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we both know people that, it's always a negative. If there isn't a problem, they will find one. They will make one. And that's very real too.
Yeah.
But yeah, positive manifesting has worked lovely for me in my life. And I think being on my own these last couple of years, I've really had to dig deep and find who I am. As not only, of course, I'm a mom. That's the biggest jacket that I wear. But like as an individual, of just knowing like where do I belong? What do I do in life? And
Yeah.
first thing was getting a new job, which was the best professional decision I ever
I
made.
was gonna say, how's
I
that working
love
out for
it.
you?
Yes, love it. Shout out to our team. I love it. But that was definitely the first like link of the chain, if you will, where I was like, I'm unhappy. Gotta change this.
Yeah.
Because you know how I am. Anything that
Oh
I'm
yeah.
unhappy in, I will change it. I don't care if it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's the place that I live in. Like, I'm a leaver, and you know that. If
Yep.
it's not fulfilling me, I am gone like the wind. So that's why I've really tried to just ask the universe to show me where I need to go.
So with that, what do you look for? Like, if I were to ask that, what do I pay attention to that I don't normally pay attention to? Where do I look? Where's that big flag of hello, I'm right
That's
here,
it.
this is
That's the
it.
sign.
How do I know?
So I think it depends also on like what the subject is. So like for the job situation, I was like, I don't want to be here. And when another individual had brought it up to me, like you should really consider coming and working here. Immediately in my head, I was like, I love that. I want to be there. I remember telling myself that's where I want to work.
Mhm.
That's what I want to be doing. So that was my aha moment. I've noticed a lot with people in my life, particularly
Yeah, what
relationships.
about relationships?
I'm very quick to, if things are not going well and people are kind of showing me that this person is not good for my life and kind of showing me a glimpse of what the future could be, if it's kind of like that fork in the road, I will literally ask the universe, like, hey, if this person is not meant for me, is not meant to be around me, show me they're not meant to be around me. And then,
What
they'll, with their
happens?
actions, they'll kind of seal that deal for themselves, that nail in the coffin type of deal where it's like they'll drop the ball on certain situations or they'll say something that's very rude and hurtful. And I'm like, that's my sign. That's all I needed to hear. Because there's certain things that, especially in relationships, that they have said or done or shown that I'm like,
Mhm.
that's the one. That's all I needed to hear. Because once you show me one time that you're not good for my life, or you don't have my best intentions, all it takes. You don't have to show me ever again. I heard you the first time. And so
Ooh.
that's really my big thing is asking for signs of, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? Am I with the right person?
So for somebody like me who's
Mhm.
very oblivious
You
to
are
things,
not.
oh my gosh,
I don't think you are.
a light could be flashing and a big red light could be flashing in front of me, and I'm like, oh, what's that over there?
Like
Oh,
squirrel.
oh, squirrel. Oh, chippies. Right?
Was that a sign? I don't know.
I don't know. Will there ever be a second sign? Will there ever be something that's like, okay, no, 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 this is your only chance before you really get sucked in? Have you ever had to run into that?
I have not. Well, actually, there's a particular situation that I had in life where this person, I really, really cared about them. They cared about me, but it was just not working. It just wasn't. And it was for so many from different angles. It was like trying to fit a square puzzle piece into a circular hole. It just was not fitting. It wasn't working. And it was hard for me to wrap my head around that. And it was hard for them to wrap their head around that too, but it just wasn't working. And I just kept asking myself, like, I was torn. It's like my mind knew one thing, but my heart felt a different way. And so I remember asking, like, show me if this person should be here in my life or not.
Mm.
And I was on the fence. And I knew I was on the fence, and I knew that it was like a breaking point. And it had been a couple of signs previously leading up to that, kind of showing me that this probably isn't the best route or best person I should be with. This probably isn't for me.
Yeah.
And that really, like, nail in the coffin, or like straw that broke the camel's back, was so obvious. And so
What was it?
it was just disrespect. It was
Ugh.
just a huge level of just like, we are not compatible, unfortunately. And this doesn't feel right. And it's weird because, like, as women, we have such a strong intuition, and it's so important to remind ourselves, like, you feel like you're oblivious, but you have a woman's intuition. You know when you're in a situation that's not good for you, or
Yeah.
you're around somebody or in a friendship or whatever that looks like, and you're like, this is not good for me. You know that in your core. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I need to go back to where I know I should be, because this is not it.
Right.
And that's kind of where I was, my mind already saw it for what it was, and my heart was just trying to play catch up. And so um, those signs are there, especially if you're looking for them. And I don't know about you, but I kind of, not pray, but like really try to make myself aware of situations that, if I know this isn't good for me, please help me out of this, to where I don't, because I have a lot to lose. You have a lot to lose. I have a child. Like, my decisions in life are very important, and they don't just affect me. So whether it be a job or a relationship, a friendship, or even just being in the company of people that aren't good for you, um, listen to those. Listen to your intuition, because if it feels uneasy, it probably is.
Yeah.
Like, even at work, like certain things that you're like, this doesn't feel fulfilling. I don't like this. I'm not feeling my best self. Listen to that. It's very, very important.
So it's like safe to say that once you feel that little gut intuition, there's a sign somewhere around you.
Circling around it.
Oh,
And
circling.
just
Mm-hmm.
making yourself aware. So, like, for me, my first step is that gut instinct. When that gut instinct is telling me, "Oh, I don't know about this," that's when I try to make myself hyper aware of, like, where is that sign coming? It's coming. Where is it? What is it? And just making yourself, like, hyper aware of that,
Yeah.
because your intuition will never lead you wrong. It never will, especially as women. We're almost never wrong about certain things, and I would so much rather get out of a situation or away from a situation ahead of time, because I trusted my instincts, than let it play out and it not be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think like the older I'm getting, the more that I am trusting my intuition and my gut.
Absolutely.
Whereas in my 20s, I didn't
Please.
care.
Please.
Like, oh
No.
well, oh he's mean to me, he's
Who
cute though,
cares?
whatever.
Exactly.
He
Or, oh,
likes
he
me,
drinks all the time and this probably isn't a good situation, or like
but
probably not a good partner, but
who
who
cares? Let
cares?
me join him in drinking too. Oh well.
Yes.
But now it's like, oh no, no,
Oh
no, you're
no.
disrupting my peace. We're good.
Ah,
I'm good. We're done.
that's the one, disrupting my peace.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I try to make very, like, a focal point of my life for anything. If it disrupts my peace or my nervous system, don't want it.
Your nervous system.
I'm serious, because
What does that feel
good
like?
things in life aren't going to make you feel like your blood pressure's flying through the roof.
Mm.
It's not going to make you feel jittery and unsure, and that that pain in your chest or like
And that panic.
that panic. Yeah, anything that's good in life is not going to make you feel that way. And if you get butterflies around somebody, like, oh, I really like them, that's one thing. But to feel like you're in a frickin' ready to have a stroke, it's probably not a good thing.
No.
Probably not the one.
No.
It's probably not the job for you. It's probably not the boyfriend for you.
It's probably not the friend for
It's
you.
definitely not the friend for you. So it's
Yeah.
just, I think a lot of trusting your instincts will lead you in the right direction. And I think for someone who I put my trust in my instincts all the time. I ask the universe all the time on small shit, big shit, I don't care. I don't care what it is. So I think for someone like you who doesn't really feel the need to, because you have a lot of stability in your
I
life,
do.
which is amazing.
I really do.
But for even small things, like even if, a work project or whatever, should I take this on? Should I not? Or whatever that looks like. Or, just stuff within yourself. Should I take this risk and try this?
Yeah.
This is different for me, but should I do it? Ask the universe. They will never let you down. I'm telling you. Your instincts will be rapid firing, saying, yeah, do this. This is, or no, stay away. So it's very important to trust your instincts and just have a very good idea of how you feel. And if it doesn't feel right, don't do it for anything. It's
Okay.
your body's not lying.
Ooh.
Your body's not lying.
No, it's not.
Never lies. It'll tell you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next time I run into something, I'm going to ask the universe and I'm going to pay attention. And hopefully, a bag of chips, some candy, or an Alani is not around
Alani.
me.
Yes,
So I
because
can
you
pay
will get
attention.
distracted, especially in Alani.
I'll get distracted.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yeah, just do that and just be aware. Just, allow those signs to put you in the right direction, big or small. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try it out.
I think you should.
But
I think
remember,
you'd be good.
keep it between us, though.
Obviously.